Because here we don't have any knowledge.
Okay.
We don't have any a lot of knowledge about Ciudad Juárez. So maybe you can introduce some information, general, from the general to detail. We are open to listen everything that you have to say.
Okay, thank you. It is. And so stop me whenever you see something that is not clear or you want to add something. But Ciudad Juárez is the biggest cities in the state of Chihuahua. Chihuahua is the biggest city of Mexico. As you maybe know, Mexico is a federation, so it's divided in several states. Each state has a government, and the biggest state, as land and surface, is Chihuahua. Chihuahua has a capital that is Chihuahua City, where the students and Mauricio are now. But the biggest city is Ciudad Juárez. Ciudad Juárez is in the border because Chihuahua is in the northern border with US. So Ciudad Juárez is really on the border. It means that, as Tizi said, we will cross. We will now with this tour. We will go nearby the wall. Now that is the famous wall of Trump, even if it's not by Trump, but the wall, to divide US and Mexico. And Ciudad Juárez, together with El Paso, that is on the other side of the wall. So it's in the US side. Together, Ciudad Juárez and El Paso, they compose a metropolitan area of around 2.5 million persons. Okay, half million, more or less 600,000 people live in El Paso, while more or less 2 million people live here in Ciudad Juárez. Some years ago, and this is ugly and unhappy to say, but Ciudad Juárez was ranked as the most dangerous city in the world because of the high level of homicides, and in particular feminicides. So violence against women. Ciudad Juárez was ranked as the most dangerous city in the world, and it lasts for 5 years, I think. In the top one, it was the top one in the world, and it means, and it was 10 years ago, more or less. But now the things really improved, and now the situation is different. Anyways, there is a lot of problems related with violence, but in particular, and we are interested mainly in vulnerability, urban vulnerability, that is a social vulnerability and environmental vulnerability. So basically, this is the topics that we will discuss in the course, in the final project course here in Tec de Monterrey, trying to understand this relation between social and environmental vulnerabilities in a context that is so difficult and complex as Ciudad Juárez. Up to here, everything fine, or some doubts?
Lele?
Sì.
Everything's fine, go ahead.
Perfetto, ok.
Aspetta, wait a moment. Ci sono domande? Okay, go ahead.
Okay. First of all, I changed the here. So maybe you can see something about Ciudad Juárez while we are waiting. Can you see well? Perfect. Okay. Ciudad Juárez, and as I told you, is in this metropolitan area with El Paso. El Paso, che basically means il passo. Entonces, the place where to cross the river, basically. Rio Bravo, Rio Grande, which is for several kilometers, 100 kilometers, is it shows the border between US and Mexico. It's called El Paso, so the place where you can cross, because here a very important path that is Camino Reale cross the river. Camino Reale is a continental path. Continental means that is a very important way, very important path that was crossing Mexico and part of the US. So at a continental scale, and basically was a path that people used to bring gold from the minings to Mexico City and to Veracruz, and then back to Europe. Not back, then to Europe.
Lele,
So
now you are in the parking of the hotel, right?
Yes, but
Okay,
I think
good.
that we can go, right? Okay, perfect. So we go.
Allora, ragazzi, l'itinerario è questo. Lui è qua, parte. Dunque, qual è che fa prima? Di qua o di là? Vabbè, farà questo giro o l'altro giro. E passiamo di fianco al bordo. Silenzio! Ok, Lele?
Okay, so as I was telling you, Ciudad Juárez and El Paso started for this reason. It was very important because here people could cross Rio Bravo. It was very beautiful city, but some years ago they had these big problems related with crimes and violence, and as I told you, there is several issues related with social vulnerabilities, in particular because we have different levels and a lot of inequalities in the city. A lot of inequalities, and maybe this is not so clear for the Italian guys. At least it was not so clear for me when I was studying in Italy, when I was also working in Italy. But when I come to Mexico, I understood more this issue. Social inequality means that there are some people that are really rich. When I mean really, it means that really rich. And a lot of people who are really poor. Really poor means that with a lot of problems related with economy, jobs, and this is related with urban services, opportunities, health systems. So inequality brings to all these issues. Now, first of all, as Prof. Tiziano show you, we are going to see a golf club that is nearby this hotel to show you the level of richness that we can reach here in Ciudad Juárez. And then we will move towards an industrial area, and then to the wall. Once we will be nearby the wall, we will see also a very important park, urban park. This is Chamizal. Chamizal is a green urban park that is on the border and with a lot of facilities. Actually, Sunday we were here and we went to Chamizal, and it was very interesting place because it was full of life, full of people, full of families, and they were enjoying the park. So and now I will show you something about the city. Traffic, plazas.
This is what is, Lele, a shopping mall.
This is a little shopping mall. Actually, I don't know why we are here, but we will make this the first stop. Okay. 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 So take advantage of this stop. We will show you something that is very common here in the Mexican cities, but are not common in Europe. That is plaza. Basically are shopping malls, open air shopping malls, or places where we have a lot of shops around a parking lot, basically. Up to here, Mauricio, students, do you have any questions something that you want to add?
I think not, Lele. This is okay.
Okay. So as you can see, here, as I told you, we are in the part of the city that is somehow the most rich part. This is visible also in the maps that Tiziano show you. Why it's visible? Because there are a lot of green areas, right? You can see from the Google Maps and satellite areas that here we have a lot of green areas. Of course, this green is somehow artificial green. We have, as you can see in the Google Maps, from a territorial scale, nearby the river we have a lot of green. In particular, in the US, before to arrive to Ciudad, Juárez and El Paso, we have a lot of green areas that are agricultural areas. But then, when the river arrives to the city of El Paso, of the city of Ciudad Juárez, the river becomes a canal, but is a dry canal, basically. Dry canal means that all the water of the Rio Bravo, of the Rio Grande, was removed basically from the natural river and brought to this artificial canal that is used also as a border. Now we go to the border and we will see how the artificial canal becomes part of the wall. No, it's something to divide more and more the two countries. So we have these issues related with dryness in the city, and where we have green areas because people can buy all this water. So in the golf club,
Lele, what's that wall we are looking?
We are looking at the residence. It's a house. I think that now we can go because I don't know.
So they are close inside the wall.
Yes. Pueden cerrar y nos vamos,
let me ask you once again: is rich people are close inside the wall?
Yes, this is very common here. Maybe Mauricio or Mexican guys later can tell you more about these issues, but they are called fraccionamientos here in
Fraccionamento. They are gated community, right?
Basically are gated communities, private gated communities. Private gated communities has several issues. One of the issues is related with the fact that people have fear about violence in the cities, basically, and the lack of services. I mean, the cleaning of the cities, and so on. And so they decide they prefer to buy houses within private gated communities, so to have more security and more services and so on. So this brings also another issues that the city is more like an archipelago. I mean, it's a lot of islands, independent islands, because you cannot cross, you cannot enter within these big urban areas if you are not a resident there, or if you are not a guest of the residents. Okay. And this was a very, very important example, no? Because at the beginning we were not sure if it was a prison or
yes, according to my understanding, is a jail.
Yes, Basically, yes. Now, as we said, these issues of private gated communities in Mexico, Mexican cities, or in the American US cities.
Yes.
It's very important phenomenon. No? Phenomenon that brings to inequalities, problem related with pollutions, contamination, and so on. So several issues are related with this phenomena of private gated communities.
Lele, you are
yes.
in the east side or west side of the city?
We are now in the northern part of the city.
Northern part.
Yes.
Near the wall.
Yes. On this side, I think 500, or no, more. 2 kilometers we have the wall.
Okay.
Now we go a little bit here in the south.
Okay.
In the southern part, just to see these 2 areas before to go to the wall. The first area is Green Park, golf areas and so on, just to show you a little bit about this rich part of the city. Then we go to the industrial area.
It's called Camino Real?
Yes.
Okay. So we are going toward Camino Real now.
Yes. Corretto, vamos por el camino. Sí. Il campestre Camino Real.
Okay.
So we will see this.
This is a golf club.
Yes. Now we will see the golf field.
Okay.
That is on that side. Yeah. And you can see again walls and private fraccionamiento gated communities. And here the golf club.
Ok. Lele, faccio vedere la mappa ai ragazzi. Aspetta un attimo, stai lì.
Okay.
Ecco, siamo qui ragazzi, in quest'area. Avete capito come funziona? Avete capito?
Sì,
Questi grandi recinti, no? Con dentro le case per i ricchi e fuori niente. Per cui poi ci farà vedere questa doppia valenza, no? Questa contraddizione.
Exactly. Yes. Sì, esatto, adesso
Lele.
passiamo nella parte più ricca. Sì, no. As you can see, somehow we have water here. Even if we are really in the desert, of course, they came here to make a city because here there was water. This is the rich part of the city, right? Pasamos en parte rica de la ciudad.
Es como el barrio antiguo.
Sí.
Porque las casas aquí son muy viejas.
Más o menos 50 años. More or less here, this area, it was built in, as you can see, inside of the golf club and the wall. It was built 50, 60 years ago.
Ok.
Look here. The golf club.
Ok.
I think this is important to have this to cross here now together, because later if you look for Ciudad Juárez pictures, Ciudad Juárez houses and so on, you will see something that is totally different on Google Maps and so on.
Yes.
This is a very small area of the city. Now, as I told you, we are going to one of the industrial areas of the city. I say one of the industrial areas because, and this is really visible in Google Maps from the satellite pictures. Ciudad Juárez is composed by several industrial areas with combination with some residential areas for the workers and empty spaces. This means that to connect all these industrial areas and residential areas, we need a lot of streets. And it means that you cannot be able to reach all the parts of the cities easily if you don't have the car.
Okay.
This means that we have a lot of vulnerability related with the fact that people cannot live if they don't have the car. They cannot leave their neighborhood, so they cannot leave the area where they live. It means that if in the area where they live they don't have services or they don't have job opportunities, it's very difficult to reach services and job opportunities. I don't know if it's clear at this point, but
let me ask you if I understood. You mean there are the main infrastructure of
Yes.
mobility, and then the structure of the blocks, live blocks, and industrial area have too less services because the streets are all private.
yes, but not so. Yes, this is true, but something more. We have a lot of empty spaces in the city. Empty
Okay.
spaces means that they don't have anything, so they are really empty. It means they don't have services, they don't have industries, they don't have houses.
No, but
And so-
you say before why the people depend for the car? They don't have public transportation, for example,
Yeah, yes,
bus or something.
yes, but it's with low quality. Low quality means that low quality and low quantity.
Okay.
So if you have to reach one point in the city, maybe you can lose several hours just to reach that point, and
Okay.
you are not sure if the bus arrives on time or if it arrives also. So
Yes, sir.
the quality of the service is low.
Okay.
Here, for example, they were making a new system of public transportation. As you can see here, we have a stop of the public transportation.
Ah, yes.
But last time that we were here 1 month ago, they told us that it was several years that are working on this project, and they don't know when they can start with this service. So this is an issue.
Okay.
Lele,
As you can see here we start to be in these industrial areas, industrial with a lot of commerce.
Lele,
And
you are in the Boulevard Manuel Gomez Morin.
Gomez Moreno, see.
Okay.
Yes, we are here. Then we will go a little bit on the south, and we will go back to the north. Go back to the north to the wall.
Okay.
I think soon we will. Okay, no? Ah. Okay, perfect. Soon we will turn left. The next one we will turn left, and we go back to the north. As you can see here, we have this kind of situations, commerce and traffic.
Oh, ok. Ok. Igual, o sea, igual ahorita están haciendo como un recorrido por su...
Lele,
Yes,
Lele, the comment here is there is not a lot of traffic jam at in the morning. This is 9 o'clock, right there. What time is it there?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock in the morning. It's not that much.
No,
It's fine.
it's not that much.
But it's always like this. It's normal.
More or less, yes.
Okay.
But yes, because the streets are big. Or no? Why do we don't have traffic?
Sí, la Gómez Morín recorre de punta a punta toda la ciudad.
Otto.
Yes.
Ah, porque no hay auto.
Sí, tanto.
Por la hora, yo creo.
Yes,
Porque normalmente como a las 4 de la tarde, 7, que empiezan a salir del trabajo, sí se llena mucho.
Okay. So
Muy pesado. Yo creo que es por la hora.
they say that around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock also, when the people come out from their jobs, here
Okay,
is full of
rush hour. Okay.
traffic. Yes,
Rush hour is 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
more or less. Traffic.
Cuando hay menos
No
tráfico,
más.
más tráfico, yo diría que como a las 3 de la tarde que tienen su hora de comida y como a las 7 de la noche que salen del trabajo.
Perfect.
Igual en la mañana como a las 7:30 es cuando se llena también.
Perfect. So at 3 o'clock when they have lunch, and 7 o'clock when they finish to work. You can, I don't know if you can see also here.
Trasporto pubblico lavare. Avete capito?
It's a lot of emptiness.
Ha scritto, wait a moment, Lele, wait a moment. Ha scritto
Yes.
il professore Maurizio perché negli anni scorsi era e la maggior parte degli assassini, degli omicidi, venivano nei trasporti pubblici. E allora la gente non va più. No. Hanno chiuso tutto e adesso stanno ripartendo piano piano. Sì, ma hai capito, va bene. Okay, Lele. Thank you, Lele. Sorry, I have to do some comment in Italian because maybe they have to catch some information. And I think, Lele,
Yes.
the comments about Mauricio are very precious because you can talk, but he maybe can underline some aspect that is not easy to catch meanwhile you are driving. You understand?
Okay.
So if Mauricio can help us with his comment in the chat, is very, very useful for us.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you, Mauricio.
Thank you, Mauricio.
I cannot see the comments here.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
don't worry. I can see. So also the student here is very helpful to understand what you are telling.
Okay. Thank you. Let me show you here two things. I don't know if you can see well, but here, for example, one of these empty space that we were saying, and on the back of this empty space we have housing area under construction. But again, as you can see here, there are a lot of empty spaces and big streets. And so this relation between emptiness and big spaces make the cities totally not walkable. It's very difficult to walk, also because of the climate. I mean, here is the sun. The sun is very strong. Picchiaduro il sole. So walking here during the days I think is quite impossible. So you cannot walk, you cannot move in the city if you don't have car, or you have to hope in a good public transportation. That is not always sure.
Okay.
Now we are making the turn to left.
Okay.
And go to the north, right? Vamos al norte.
Allá está el norte. Vamos a la izquierda, todo derecho, vamos a agarrar el periférico de la ciudad.
Okay. So now
So
we
you
take.
are going toward the wall.
Okay. Yes. Now we go back to the north, and we will reach the wall. I think we are a little bit late, but maybe we can arrive to the wall, and then we can start the breakout rooms and the discussion between the students. But let me show you the wall.
Yes, please.
and later I
Clear
will
general
say,
idea of the city, and then the group they divide with their reference, student reference.
okay. Again, these are empty spaces and fraccionamientos. These kind of fraccionamientos are, I think, but Mexican students. Mauricio, please tell me if I'm right or not. This is low middle class, no? Fraccionamiento.
Yeah, what we understand by fraccionamientos are, as we have seen, close neighborhoods. And there are different levels, economy levels of these neighborhoods. But as let's say, what the most of the people look for is for security. So there's a lot of crimes in, I think, in the most of the border cities in Mexico, because it's supposed a lot of people from Central America comes to Mexico, to all the border cities, to try to cross the border.
Yes.
Legally or illegally. And some of them who try to do illegally, they have to stay in the city, in Ciudad Juárez, waiting for an answer from the American government to see if they are allowed to cross. So there are a lot of people from different countries living in Ciudad Juárez. It's a lot of different cultures, and some of them try to make a life there in Ciudad Juárez.
Yes.
Some of them cross the border and they are in the United States, but some of them, I guess, not only from other countries, even Mexican people who try to cross, try to a easy way to live in Ciudad Juárez, and that's why we believe that this is why there are a high level of crimes in Ciudad Juárez, and I could say in any city near the border.
Okay, so Mauricio, how long people average waiting to get admitted for the across the border? They can spend also months or weeks?
Months.
Months.
Yes, months.
Okay.
Yes, some of them from the Mexican government got permission to work, to make a life there. But even and then they try to they forget to cross the border. They prefer to live in Juárez. But if you want to go to United States and you looking for some oh no.
Sorry, Mauricio.
If you have problems in your country because security or because wars, you can ask for permission to the United States to leave you stay there because you don't feel safe in your country. So you can be waiting there for months,
Okay.
maybe years.
Mauricio,
Maybe,
Yes.
ok, questo è il muro. LL.
yes, it's nearby this mountain. Here is the wall. Let me. Can you see the wall?
Questo qua è il bordo. Ad aspettare il visto per Ecco perché si crea questa situazione critica, no? Lele, ci sei? Non ti sento più.
Here.
Ok.
Sorry. This is
Quindi
the,
questo,
this is the wall.
Lele, questo è un fossato, poi un terrapieno, poi il muro. È così?
Sì, il terrapieno e il fossato sono della parte messicana.
Ok.
But then there is the wall and then the American side. But in the American side, again, we have another cannon, un altro fossato.
Ok, vedi? Questo qua, ecco, Messico, questo è il muro. Eccolo qua. Sto facendo vedere la mappa, Lele. Qui è America e qua è Messico. Va bene. C'è un terrapieno, avete capito? C'è un terrapieno, un fossato, un muro, un altro terrapieno, un altro fossato dall'altra parte. Lele, let me ask you, but on the other side of the wall, in the American, in the US territory, how is the city there? Is very different, or is a melting pot of people there? How is there?
So again, it's different from here. I mean, the urban. Let me tell you this: the urban quality is different.
Okay.
But the melting pot is the same.
Okay.
Very similar. We have more. I think.
Fanno loro.
Yes, very similar.
Sì.
Actually, I think everybody can speak Spanish on the other side.
Yeah. So, for example, Ursula and Thomas, they come from El Paso, right?
Yes.
In the other side of Ciudad Juárez, or is it another place?
No, it's 500 meters
from the border.
behind the wall.
Okay.
Yes, they don't speak Spanish because Ursula is from Albania and has 20 years in New York.
Sì.
And Steven is from Missouri and then New York, and then they arrive here.
Okay,
five
sorry,
years
not
ago.
Thomas, Steven, sorry, made a mistake. Sì.
Sì, non è il Bob, è Steven.
Sì, sorry, sì. I made mistake.
Yes.
Now where you are?
Now again, we are along
wall.
the border. Yes, the wall. And now we can see two things. One is electric plant and the X, la X rossa. Che è
Where?
un monumento.
Sì.
Can
What's
you see
that?
it?
Yes, I can see there. What's
This
that?
is a monument that basically is a symbol of Ciudad Juárez. I'm not sure. They told me that it's Mexico. Along the border, they want to.
El lado derecho parece que se está construyendo, representando el crecimiento que todavía tiene la zona.
Ho capito.
Tengo entendido, es como de que seguimos creciendo, seguimos avanzando.
Okay. The message of these monuments is we are growing. We can improve. Yes, we still gain the quality in Ciudad Juárez. I'm not sure, but they told me that it was Mexico and in Juárez.
I think no. Era México, no sé.
Okay. Okay. But we will find the of the X here. But this is basically the monument. Again, here, as you can see, again, it is big wall, and on the right, on the left, we have the chamizal. Sorry, I don't know if you already share with the students some of the videos that I sent to you on Sunday.
Not yet.
Picture of the park, but if you share with them later, they can see something about this park. That I repeat, it was a fantastic place because it's a big park, it's green and free, and with a lot of families, a lot of activities. It was on Sunday, of course, but it was very, very nice place where to stay.
Okay. Good, Lele. Thank you so much.
You're now, so we go back to the hotel, right?
No querían ir al chamizal, es que aquí
Okay,
Chamizal está más enfrente.
okay. But we go one moment to the Chamizal, that is a park, and then we go back to the hotel. I don't know. Feel free to say that we can stop here. We start
let's
the
arrive
breakout
to the
rooms because I don't know
Ciudad.
the.
Is the park.
Okay.
No? Let's arrive there,
Yes.
and then we can maybe. May I ask Mauricio to open the 12 break? No, 11 actually. No, 12. Sorry, Mauricio. Could you open the 12 breakout rooms?
All right.
Thank you so much. So the student then they can choose their own room.
Desaparecer tu ya.
Adesso ve le danno loro, i ragazzi. Spazio.
En cuanto 5 minutos para llegar.
Sillas. Es lo que sigue. Estamos aquí y Chamizal está aquí. Es el parque Chamizal.
En cuanto podemos regresamos por el hotel.
Ok. La X está sobre la plaza mexicana de la mexicanidad, así se llama, y representa el calendario azteca contando las razas españolas y las españolas y las indígenas.
So they told me that Daniel told me that in the monument, the X represents the cross between Spanish and indigenous people.
Empieza el Chamizal. Esta es la universidad. La UCJ. Creo que dan las
Siete qui.
carreras de psicología. Y aquí empieza el Chamizal.
So this is the Chamizal. This is the park.
Bene, perfetto. Cos'è? Ok, Lele.
This is the Chamizal, the park where we went on Sunday, and that is
Okay,
the
this is public.
biggest- Sorry,
This is public park.
public park.
Okay.
Yes, everybody can go without problems. I mean, without paying. But maybe some problems you can have.
Okay, Lele, thank you so much. Very interesting.
You're welcome.
So now we can divide, we can do just a 5 minutes break. So the student can organize to join the breakout rooms. And then Mexican student and Italian student, they can start to share some information. Okay, it's okay for you guys?
It's just to make sure the list that the students have where with A, B, C, D, they will become one breakout room 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Right.
yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Yes. So,
Okay. This.
Mauricio, yes, exactly like this.
Okay.
So, for example, Daniela Lujan is L, is the breakout room 12.
Yes.
Patricia K, room 11. Valeria Egia J, group J, room 10. Erika Flores, group I, room 9. Sofia Madrid, group H, room 8. Dania Lopez is not here, but will join with Kevin. But her room is room 7. Jorge Ramos, room F. No, group F, room 6. Diana Torres, group E, room 5. Deborah Garay, group D, room 4. Lisbeth Salas, group C, room 3. Kevin, group B, room 2. Carol, group A, room 1.
Perfect.
Okay, that's great. 5 minutes and the student, they will connect there.
All right. It's,
And Mauricio, I recommended
yes.
to the Italian student to ask a question to the Mexican, so they can do presentation or do what they can do, give the information to the Italian. Is right?
Yes, right.
Good.
That's how it's gonna be.
Good. Fantastic, Mauricio.
Tez, noi restiamo qui collegati un po', eh. Se volete vedere, restiamo un po' collegati.
Lele, tu stai collegato con noi, Lele.
Sì,
E così guardiamo.
va bene. Ciao ciao.
Ciao, Lele. Allora. Adesso se non hanno l'area io boccio. Capito? Aspetta che spengo.